And this is Martha. I'm a I'm a clinical sexologist and a relationship counselor. And I just met with my friend just now. His name is Som, and he's from India originally and based in UK, and the CEO of MysteryVibe. And previously, I had interviewed him for a three-part video series because I was reviewing his sex toy called Crescendo. So it's actually using sex tech. It's like a connected to you Bluetooth, and you can actually access it using some of the features with your mobile phone. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, he's in Singapore uh, at Communic Asia, which finished yesterday, and I met him just now for just a quick coffee. And it's raining so badly in Singapore this morning, so we just had a coffee, and he had to go for a meeting, and I have to come back and do some work before I go out again. Anyway, during the time with him just now, I had three epiphanies, three downloads. So I wanted to share that very quickly in this video, so that possibly I can share it with my colleagues who are also sex educators. So without further ado, these are the three downloads that I received from Som. And the first one is he started to talk about this campaign that he does in the UK to um, promote sex positivity. So he's talking about the importance of pleasure and the importance of knowing your anatomy, especially the female clitoris, where it is and how it's the source of pleasure for people with vaginas. And so to me, that's when I suggested to him, I said, well, Som, this is really not new. This is not new. Um, Everyone talks about the pleasure of sex. Everyone talks about the clit and where it is. Everyone talks about the importance of orgasm or the orgasm gap, and it's not new. And this is when Som said, I know it's not new to you, but you need to understand we talk about sex all the time. He's in sex tech, so this is his business. I'm a sexologist. I talk about sex all the time with my clients. And in the world that we are in, this is his exact words, we are the 0.00001% of people who always talk about sex. But there's so many people out there who don't talk about it and don't know what we consider very basic information about anatomy, where the clit is. Lots of people don't know where it is. And so he, in that short time, gave me that little lesson. It's a reframe of what is basic knowledge, basic content. It's not so basic for a lot of people. That's the first reframe that I received from Som just now. So you can say it's like a, how do you call it, a reset, a reboot. And so that was the first thing that I heard from him, which is like, yes, we need to really come back to who we are serving. And he said that's why he really loves talking to people who are not in our world of 0.00001%, and really hear from people who really need this information. Number one. Number two, I started to talk about how nice it would be if everybody could, like how when you participate in a marathon, you pay a fee, and then you get like a free t-shirt. A t-shirt for participating in a marathon, or not, or wear the shirt for the marathon. So anyway, I was telling him how nice it would be if we have like a sex marathon where everybody gets a vibrator, and the vibrator actually measures their sexual performance, as in how long the vibrator goes on for, and tracks the valleys of their pleasure and how many orgasms they have and all that like cool stuff. And this is So then I say how nice it would be if people could just let go of the fear of masturbating for too long, masturbating so long that the body will break, and that if you masturbate for too long, you'll become an addict. How nice it would be if we had something like that. And this is when he said, "Oh, you're talking about Tantra, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's Tantra. That's like learning how to circulate energy in your body and breathing deeply and really allowing yourself to really feel sensation, but not only that, allow this pulsation and um, this enveloping of sensation to be love. Let this be love, making love to yourself." And he says, "I would really like to learn Tantra." And then I go, "Some, it's not that difficult. It's really easy. I don't understand why people pay thousands and thousands of dollars to go for retreats, like 7-day retreats, and think that it's that hard. It's not that hard." And then that's when I had another reframe, which is, because I've been doing this for so long. So I've attended workshops and it became really easy for me. And so I shouldn't dismiss the experiences of other people who want to learn. And for them, it's not that easy. And for them, it's hard, um, because we're all different, right? Different people are different. I am an empath. I'm highly sensitive. I'm highly orgasmic. And so I shouldn't assume that it is easy for everybody. And so that was the second reframe. The first one being that what is basic content is not basic, and the second being what I consider basic practices are not basic for people, and it's really important to look at who we are serving. So this is me being really honest and sharing my own inadequacies. So that's the second one. Okay, the third reframe. I've been talking for a while now. For the third reframe, and this is it. He talks about Som, my friend, new friend, who is the CEO of MysteryVibe, who has this sex tag vibrator, which has Bluetooth function, which tracks your. You can actually adjust the volume of the vibrator with the mobile phone, and their first product is called Crescendo. So he says that he goes around the world having all kinds of fairs, participating in all kinds of fairs, including Communic Asia that just happened yesterday, that finished yesterday. And he says that he goes around the world and gets to meet all kinds of people and their response. And he shared that the people in Singapore are the shyest. There are people who are a bit shy to approach his booth, but would approach his booth if they are invited to talk to him. There are people who just go straight to him and ask about what's that? How does this work? And then the Singaporeans are just too shy. And I'm like, yeah, so now you know what I'm up against. Now you know how hard it is for me. And so so this is the third part. Okay, sorry. The third reframe. And the third reframe is this, that when we introduce ourselves to people, him in sex tech and me as a sexologist, people actually do want to talk about sex, and they want to talk about it, but they don't dare to talk about it. They don't dare to come across as what people consider as perverts or sex addicts. And so they don't feel they have the permission to talk about sex because they're afraid of what people think about them. And people like us, me and him, because we are in the area of sexuality as a profession, so everybody wants to talk to us about sex. And guess what? When I go to networking events and I go to social events, actually I don't want to talk about sex because it's my work. I talk about it all the time. Give me a break. And so the third reframe that I had from Dear Som is this, that you know, I need to be more patient, right? I need to be more patient because there's so many people who would benefit from having the excuse to talk about sex because I'm a sexologist and get some healing from the sex talk. Um, and maybe they have their questions that they want to ask me, and I don't feel like working because I don't want to be working all the time. But these people really need this. So yeah, that's the third reframe that I received from Som. So yeah, these are the three downloads that I received from Som today, and I must say that I'm very grateful for the time that I had with him, and I feel recharged and rejuvenated and refreshed from the time with him. And so this is the wonderful thing that happens when like-minded people come together, and I'm grateful for that time, and I'm making this little video to remind myself and also to share this with people who are watching or who are interested to learn about the three reframes that I received. And if you like, you can leave me a comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you. So this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching, and bye.